We are live, apparently. Hold on. Testing. 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 Okay. Making sure I'm using the right mic. Pretty sure I am. I know I say this all the time, but this is going to be just a quick update because it's the end of the semester. I've been busy, I'm tired, but we're doing it. We're getting it done. Jump right in. Okay, I didn't beat that many games this time. I guess well, we'll get to it. The first game I beat this month of April, past month of April, Far Cry 3. I heard a lot about Far Cry 5, and I thought it looked neat. And apparently, a thing I do is when a new game comes out, I play an older version of that game. So that's what I did. I owned this game for a long time, a couple years, and I liked it. I first played Blood Dragon, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, which is like a standalone DLC thing, and I love that. And then I bought 3, and I was like, it's pretty good, and then I never played it again. But I decided to get back to it to see, like, if it was good, and it was. I liked it. And then I went back to play Far Cry Instincts, which is a remake of the first game. I got that on 360, and didn't like that as much. But I'm not really a shooter guy. I don't like shooters much. But this was like an exploration thing, and there's shooting in it. But I was able to do it. I might try easy mode in the first Far Cry. I don't like to do easy mode because it's it's embarrassing. But I might, just to see if I can get through it. Or not. I have a ton of games, so okay. That was one. And then the next game I beat might not even count because it was a puzzle game for the 3DS. This is my 3DS. See, 3D. Anyway, that's it. 3DS. The game I beat is called Link a Pix. Now, that's not a great name. It's not very exciting, but it is what it is. It's kind of like an advanced connect the dots, paint by numbers hybrid thing. Okay, everything's on a grid, and there's like there's squares with colors and numbers in them, and so like if you have a blue square that's a 4, then 4 squares, away from that blue 4 square, you got to find another blue 4 square, and then you connect it. And you do that a billion times until you get a picture with the different colors and the different numbers. And you got to figure out, like, because the 4, you may have a 4 here, you may have a 4 here. It's like, well, I can go this way, or I can go this way, or I can go, I guess those are the only 2 ways you can go. But, you got to figure out which one it is, and then you get them all done, and you makes a picture, and I found it addicting. It was, it was one of the puzzles in, I think, Puzzler World is what it's called, for the 3DS, because I just wanted like a puzzle thing, something I could do like if I'm in public and just kind of wanting to kill time, and that was one of the many different puzzles that was included in it, and yeah, I enjoyed that one the most. And then they just released like a standalone Link a Pix thing, so I completed all those. But I don't know if it counts though, because in my first video I said, what is beating a game? And one of the things I said was you need to see credits, and there were no credits when I beat all the puzzles. But I didn't beat that many games this time, so it's counting. I'm not even sure what I'm up to right now. Like I gotta get organized. It's the very end of the semester, so I'm looking forward to summer. Anyway, and then the last game I beat, I only beat 3. Before I get to it, I played a lot of games, a lot of different ones. There were a lot of like false starts this month. Like I said, I tried Far Cry Instincts, and that wasn't going good. And I tried playing Shenmue 2, and that it my Xbox decided that the power button wouldn't work anymore, which is weird. But it still comes on if you hit the eject button. That turns it on. But there's no way to turn it off without ripping the cord out, and I don't really want to do that. So I did open it up and like try to fix it. It didn't work, but so I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do about that. I might open it up again and like really try to fix it, or maybe just get another one. Really, what I'm hoping for is just more games be added to the Xbox One backwards compatibility, because I have one of those also. So, and then like right after I had problems with the Xbox and was trying to play Shenmue 2. They announced the HD ports. Then I'm like, well, I'll probably get them just for like collection purposes. But then I think they said it was only $30, and it comes with a poster. So it's like, yeah, I'm definitely getting those, just cause. But then I was like, well, I don't want to just play Shenmue 2 in HD, but I really don't want to go back and play the first one again. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, actually, I wouldn't mind playing the first one again. So I'll probably just get that and play both Shenmues on it. Hopefully, it comes out before 3 does. That would make sense. It's kind of weird because the Shenmue 1 and 2 HD ports, they're not really like I guess they're technically remasters, but they're not doing a whole lot to it. Just kind of upping the resolution. But yeah, it's kind of lost my train of thought. Like I said, it's the end of the semester. So anyway, Shenmue 2, tried to play it, didn't work. The last game I beat, Tomb Raider. I decided I wanted to play through the original Tomb Raider series, and the original plan was to do that after I beat my list. But then I decided to not have such a small list and to just make it broad so I wouldn't get bored. So I was like, okay, so we'll just throw the Tomb Raider games on my list now. And this game was there was a lot more to it than I thought. It's bigger than I thought it would be. But it was really good. I'm saying a lot. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's old, and if you were to ask, does it hold up today? And I would say no. But that's specifically the PlayStation version. The biggest problem I had with this game was the checkpoints were very few and far between, and they were save crystals. So you go up to a crystal thing and you save, but then the crystal goes away, so you only get to use it once. So saving is very limited. But the PC version you can save anywhere. So if I want to play through this again, I'll probably just get the PC version, because the graphics in this were also really old. I couldn't find like switches or stuff because I couldn't tell what anything was. So that's interesting. But I'm still looking forward to playing through the rest of the series. And I was happy, sometimes when I get an old game, sometimes I just, it requires more patience than I have. I'm not that patient of a person. I grew up playing Sonic games, so I just I like to keep going, keep moving. Gotta go fast. So, but no, it was good, and it inspired me to replay through the reboot series. So I am currently playing through the first Tomb Raider reboot, the one that came out in 2013, because I feel like it's really like freaking dark. You wouldn't know that there's an open window and 3 lights shining on me. I don't understand why it is so dark on video, because like there's lights everywhere in here. I don't understand. But anyway, Lost my train of thought again. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Like I said, this video is quick because it's important that I keep doing it because I thought about just skipping it and doing it tomorrow, but that's not how we do things here. If I say something, we're gonna do it unless I change my mind. So that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think. I feel like there was something else I tried to play and it didn't work. Oh, Heavenly Sword. I started playing Heavenly Sword and got really frustrated with the combat. So that was another game I started playing and didn't finish. I will probably try to give that one another go though, because the story was fantastic. I think I mentioned this in my previous video. I mentioned that I thought it was one of the first next gen games I ever played, and I was extremely impressed with facial animation and stuff like that. And the graphics themselves are still decent, maybe not quite what I remembered, but the animation itself is still some of the best I've ever seen in a game. It's very just well done. And the main villain is Andy Serkis, so you know, that's good. And he's over the top, you know, evil villain, and I love that kind of stuff. So I want to try to get into it again because I really liked everything other than the game part. So I think that's it. So yeah, it was a quick one, but it's fine. It's fine. We don't need, you know, million hours long video to talk about games. So, and no new promises on other videos. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not making videos anymore, but I'm not dedicated to it. But I do have a few ideas, so we'll see if they get done or not. So, all right, that's it. Have a good whatever today is. Have a good one of those. So, bye.